Hi, so I've just set something up in Wise. It's pretty cool, and I dare say a little bit novel, perhaps. At least it uses some features I've not been aware of for all that long, so I thought it'd be worth sharing. It's a pretty cool little setup. Hope it's useful. Um, so basically, I'll just show you Wise quickly. What I've done in really broad terms is I've set up a RTPC with the bound to the built-in distance parameter, right? So anything that uses this RTPC, distance to spot emitter RTPC, it automatically gets the distance value to the whichever object it's placed on, right? Um, Pretty normal. Also, what I've done is given this thing a very normal attenuation, or very boring. This is here for a reason. It's because you'll never get closer than this to the emitter. But anyway, what I've not done here purposely is the game defined and user defined send volumes. I've set the curves to none. I do not want to affect them here. I want to affect them elsewhere, and this is kind of the topic of the video. So instead, what I'm doing, and there's a reason for this, I'm altering the game defined send amount using this distance to RTPC that I've just made, right? Um, so in this instance, if you're right up next to it, you get less reverb send than if you are, and this is the send on the aux bus, like basically on the spatial volume. So if you're at, you know, 24 meters away, that's where you get the maximum amount of game-defined reverb. Um, the What this actually means, this is all relative to the value you set here. So actually, this is our baseline, minus 28. Here, where we've got a value of 0 on the y-axis, that equals 28. This is saying do not change this. So here, where we've got minus 7.5, you're actually sending minus 35.5 dB to the reverb. Anyway, still pretty normal, pretty straightforward. But what I'm doing in addition, I've overridden this send here, right? The output bus assignment. I've still got it to the bus I want it was originally going to by default, but the reason for overriding it is you get access to these guys here. And by using these faders, this is like basically it makes the aux send value basically pre-fade. So this is like your post-send fader in a way. So this fader would actually affect everything. This is going to affect the dry signal only. So you're still going to get the same amount sent to the reverb, but I could turn this all the way down, so you'd still get a reverb signal, but you just wouldn't hear any dry. And what I'm doing with this, you can see it's got an RTPC on it as well. That one, as we get further away, we're bringing this value down. So at this distance here, you're actually starting to get reverbed signal, but with little to no dry signal. So we'll just have a quick listen to that in context. So we're just going to listen to one sort of spot emitter. I'm going to have to find it because it sort of spawns in random locations each time. So I'm looking for, it's that circle in the tree there. So if you get up next to it, you're going to hear the amount of reverb goes down. But if we get, as we go further away, we start to get less dry signal relative to the reverb signal. So we've got two layers of fader there, rather than just turn it down, including the reverb sort of thing. Yeah, and here we're getting pretty much just the wet. It's got a bit of slap back in the reverb itself, so it sounds like you're getting, you are getting the impression of some dry signal in there, and there is indeed still a bit of dry signal in there, but anyway, you can hear the effect over distance. I'll just turn it up actually now. I'll shut up. Here we go. The assets are sort of changing because we've also got a time of day thing going on. So at the moment it's playing night birds, but I'll wait till it gets back to the frantic morning guys. Where is it? And to give it a bit of context, oh, we lost it. And now it spawned somewhere else. Fine. Yeah, and it's set up like this at the moment, just because I'm just showing this with one emitter, but the idea is there's going to be 5 of those at randomly spawned points around you, so you're always going to be closer to one than you are in this example. So I'm factoring that into the sort of drop off. Yeah, but anyway, I hope that's useful. Any questions, do give me a shout anytime. Cheers.